Alright guys, welcome to Black Omen vs. KDCM. They're coming up soon. Apologize starting a little bit later, um, but we're going to bring a really great match to you today. Uh, JGX is already locked up. You see we're on Frozen City Night Classic for the first game, and then my co-host today is One Last Bite. So thanks for joining me,
Yeah,
co-hosting, man.
yeah, I'm excited. So this is the first round I've been able to cast this season. People might recognize I have a different mics. If I sound a little weird, that's why. But
Sounds
yeah,
good to me.
GGX already locked in for Frozen City Night. Do we want to do any map strat stuff or just go straight into it?
If we went over to the map strap, you'd see something like both teams go generally towards the downed airplane and begin to
Yeah,
to jockey
and it's
for
not
position. But
not too
yeah,
much to say on this. I think. I mean, I know on Team 2 that shelf might be something that gets used, but again, KDCM's on Team 2 right now. They're probably just gonna push pretty hard.
oh yeah,
I think we
probably right
might
over
see
Charlie 3 or
Black
something.
Omen set up something long range, but yeah, I agree. It's probably gonna be like a sort of armpit push coming up the top of dropship. We'll
Yeah,
see if they do anything crazy though.
Omen's it's interesting. Omen's split Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. I guess to confuse KDCM, you don't know where our body is going to be. Like, haha. But uh, but yeah, we'll go over to map strat after the first round. Right now, I've got the ticker going with the scores from the last couple rounds. Um, and you can see these teams are both basically fighting for second place. I'm not sure how close KDCM would be if they actually win, but I know that Black Omen will uh, firmly establish second place in this tournament if they win over
Hmm.
KDCM here.
Yeah, but if KDCM manages to pull this one out, it's gonna be interesting. It'll be what, a four-way tie for second, third, and all that. I believe the standing. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I believe right now it's Ghost of Nox, Gudron. Um, who has anybody else at 4-2 right now? Yeah, yeah. If they win, and so would 5-way 5-2. Yeah. Because the extra, the freebie round. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with the cast personally, but I can tell from playing and what I just assume people are taking. It's gonna be a lot of mediums with MPLs. All right, I guess we. Yeah, no, I got it. We should be good to go. All right. Yeah, I'm noticing KDCM spawned Alpha Bravo, which is that's kind of bizarre. I feel like Charlie is. I mean, that to me looks like an immediate armpit rush forecast. I mean, Charlie Lance gives you that access to the shelf quicker and just I think better vision. So we'll see what they do. I wonder if we're going to see any heavy Gauss in these drops. I mean, it's very potent in the light drops, as you know, but people might want to save it for Polaris. I know, like, what was that map? I don't know. There were a couple of weeks where people were taking heavy Gauss, couple like Thanatos and drop one, but it looks like that's not the case. So on the KDCM side, pretty straightforward: three Vulcans, three Crabs, just MPLs abound, and the one Hero SRM Vulcan. Oh, and the on the Black Omen side, it just looks like all MPLs. They get a quick draw, Vindicator, Irby, Uziel, Phoenix Hawk, Vulcan. So widespread of things. Yeah, so right now we got KCOM, KDCM pushing around the bottom into Lower City, around the tail of the dropship. Uh, Meanwhile, Black Omen set up on this defensive hill. They got a UAV right in front of boss. And both teams are just kind of trading from the city to that hill. I don't. Looks like Black Omen wants to make that left side move, but I mean they're content to trade. Honestly, looks like I think they're winning the trades right now a little bit. Yeah, still softening the crab getting beat up. He's got a dangerous strike right over his head, but he lucks out. Only took 1%. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It looks like Jay has called the push. But yeah, it's half and half right now. KDCM's pincering on the hill here, but I don't know if they really have anybody to catch. And Jay is very beat up in the Vulcan. Already open CT. Yeah, no Giggity's just center of their team. Yeah, it's just a good old brawl at this point. Kraz pinned in the corner. Couple KDCMX very beat up though. First kill goes to them though. Right now, Data I think leg. Yeah, but now they're running out of armor on the KDCM side. Starting to see some mechs fall. Squeeb's still in the back though, doing a lot of work to mess with Gogil and Boss. And there goes Dargor. Now it's 3v5. Yeah, and here comes KDCM's going to clean that up too. And Zia is just poking from the back. I mean, that was well brawled by KDCM. I think the armor rotations from them were very good. I think Black Omen almost just got caught a little flat-footed there, and KDCM was able to just pick a mech, leg it, wrap around it, take it out. So yeah, well brawled. I mean, that's what they're known for, right? We'd be mad if they didn't win these drops. But yeah, that was a good game. That was honestly, I think, a lot closer than it looks. I mean, Jay here is one click in CT. Yeah, Squeebs is one shot in the back. Yeah, all of them are open CT. So yeah, I think I don't want to say a little bit of focus fire. I mean, one of the messy parts there for Black Omen, I mean for both teams, was that that fight ended up taking place in that like urban block with all the buildings. It looked like a lot of the sight lines got cut up from people, and there were like a few different fights happening. But yeah, that one goes to KDCM. Well played. I mean, yeah, looking at the damages here, pretty even spread from both teams. The I think the I forget what the abbreviation is, bloodlust or something for the Vulcan. Dreadnought with the missile Vulcan just getting, I think, picked first and killed in the center of the team. But other than that, like damages on both sides pretty consistent. Jay had the lowest, being the lead charge that got beat up. But yeah, not much to say. It was just micro like positioning and better shots. Oh, and I guess we can draw on the map strat since you couldn't see what was going on. Um, yeah. So yeah, off the break, Black Omen, GGX, they set up in this Bravo through. I'm actually a little bit back. They set up around this area, roughly that blue circle, and KDCM pushed all their mechs down towards the tail of the dropship, and we're set up here with I think Jay and the Vulcan playing off the dropship. So they took some initial pokes, said, "All right, let's not mess with that angle." And I think a couple of mechs came with Jay and pushed this way, while the other three came up this way. And meanwhile, at that point, JGX was set up something like this, with I think Kraz a little bit out front, all those X's. And so then they just picked him and said, "All right, that guy goes," killed him. These guys wrapped around, nixed that guy, and then after that, it was just a messy brawl. People were everywhere. A couple. I mean, it's obviously hard to see from the spectator view because they don't ever disappear. But yeah, I think I know Black Omen dropped one very early, and I don't know if it ever got shot down. It might have been. But yeah, I think it was just both teams could generally see everything that was happening. It was just frantically leg shooting. But all right. Mhm. Yeah. You just shoot straight, stick together, rotate armor, and they did that well. Now for this side, like I said, I think we might see Black Omen take advantage of that shelf. In what grid is that? It's by the tail of the dropship. The edge of Charlie 4. So yeah, I mean that gives just a lot of sight over the top of the dropship. If they wanted to put like a laser vomit mech in to just support the brawl, that would be the position to do it because he would just be able to cover so much. And I know that's something they do like to take. So we'll see. I mean, Alpha Bravo spawns for KDCM. They're probably just coming the same way again. Honestly, I think Team One on this map is a little tricky. There's not too much you can do. You're kind of shoehorned into that hill area. Team Two has more flexibility. They need to bring the what mode is that skirmish where you spawn like the one lance spawns all the way down by Lower City for Team One. Like they spawn on that ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks in queue, but it'd be interesting if it was there in comp. All right, both teams are locked. Ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, GGX, Black Omen split evenly across the lances again. So I I feel like that this is some sort of I honestly don't know. I think it must be mind games, right? Like none of these lances are like that far apart. Maybe they want to get the or early UAV. I mean, on the armpit with some of these guys in alpha, or we could see the wild tunnel strat. I don't know, but it looks like over here on the JGX side, we've got or Black Omen. I don't know. It's still JGX. Uh,
Yeah, Black
Zeal,
Omen.
Crabs, Phoenix Hawks, Irby.
All right, to give people a much better view this round as we fixed.
Just a bunch of MPLs over here. They do have the jump jet capable crabs, so only 5 MPLs on those, but the fact they can jump is nice. Give me
Zeal's
helpful on
Phoenix Hawks, Urban Mech. Urban Mech's gonna be heat cap. Looks like Black Omen's gonna take
Ooh.
the high ground here. They're gonna bypass Epsi because they don't want they don't want to let KDCM know where they are until they get set up. Interesting move.
KDCM bringing triple bushwhacker, which is funky, with 2 MPL, 2 LB10s on each of these.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like that
that's
it almost seems like a little low DPS for me. But I mean, I guess those 2 LB10s you can just keep pumping for some punch. So if Black Omen sits back, KDCM is probably gonna be able to out trade them honestly with those 3 bushwhackers.
yep. Now that would be interesting.
Well, that's a nasty strike. Everybody bunched up there in the
And
hill.
they scatter. It misses everyone.
Wow,
Pretty
Giggity
easily.
Lux out there.
Now KDC have given it away that they're in these bushwhackers,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like
And it
Black
looks,
Omen is pushed up to the relative safety of this downed airplane.
yeah, although
Oh,
Dargor
Dargor
eating
takes
a
a
nasty
big
strike
strike.
there. Yeah, done 84. I don't think he's too hurt, but yeah, it looks like they're looking to make a similar move to what KDCM just made against them the last round. Although KDCM's kind of set up
KDCM is
this top
not
bottom matchup as opposed to hanging around the hill. They just
not
want to
much
keep
armor
kiting.
being traded here as Black
No,
Omen move in, trying to force KDCM into the strike. It misses everyone.
yeah, right now it's just strike trading. But I mean, we're gonna have a fight right here. Here we go.
Invictus going down pretty quick.
Yeah, he's
Dargor's being targeted.
being very aggressive, and yeah, it looks like they've picked Dargor on the side there.
Gogil's getting shot in the back over on the side by Stool Softener. Hopefully he realizes it. I
Yeah,
don't.
oh,
Okay.
yeah, he did, but
He did. Dargor's down. Invictus
yeah,
is
I mean,
getting
Stool's gotten him out of the
focused.
fight, and
Victus
we
is
just see the
down.
mechs trading back and forth. I think, yeah, Krabs Ziaz
J-
is very weak, Boss is weak,
Jay
but Jay's
is
also about to go
weak.
down.
He's probably gonna fall here. Yep. Next, and then followed quickly by Zeus. and it's
Oh,
looking like
I
it's
think Data and the
KDCM's
Irby shut
game
down,
so
but nobody
far.
shot him. Oh, and a nasty strike on Giggity.
Oh, Bosco's down. Oh no, that might be too much MPL.
3v4 still very close, although they managed to pick Data.
Kraz
Wow,
pretty
I don't know how
fresh.
they got that.
Oh no, his leg. Oh, Goga's
Yeah,
down.
and there
That's
goes
it.
Gogil, and that's a second one to. Wow, I mean that was. I mean, I said the last one was close, but people got away with murder in that one. I
Yeah.
mean, Psyche is one touch. Squeeb's actually moderately fresh in the Bushwhacker. Still has armor and everything. Stool is super fresh in the Wolfhound, and then Giggity in the of the Bushwhacker actually quite fresh as
Oh, it
well.
won't actually let
I'm
me click this
surprised
far away.
Data shut down in the Irby in front of two mechs, and neither of them shot him. And then like he died a couple seconds later. I guess he was more hurt than he seemed. But yeah, that was
That's
that was
it.
all over the place. Yeah, I mean, just damage wise, slightly better across the KDCM board. I think the target focus was probably a little better on the KDCM side, just because like blitzed forward and just said, we're killing. Who was that in the Uzi? Was that Dargor? I think that got focused first.
Yeah.
But they just went after him and just like bit on and didn't let go. And they also had Stool really messed up Gogil's time on the dropship. He
Mhm.
was out of the fight for like 5-10 seconds just watching his back. So I think that helped him too. But yeah,
There's our
just well brawled.
damage spread, and yeah, we can see that the percentages are a little bit, um, you know, a little bit deceiving. Because I'm looking down and seeing Kraz at 76%, but that's 76% of everything but the legs. He goes
Mm-hmm.
down at 70%, and
Yeah,
just
it was a leg kill?
yes,
Okay. Yeah,
KDCM
I
will
couldn't
only
tell
leg
from
on
the
this
angle.
match the whole tournament. That's what they've really focused on doing, and so in this light of drop with skinny little legs, it's pretty good for focus fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, well, we'll see if they can seal the deal here on the third drop, or Black Omen will bring it back. I think as the tonnages go up, it's going to be um, more towards Black Omen's favor, because it's going to be tougher and tougher to get that fast brawl, sort of Piranha Whirlpool that
yeah,
KDCM likes to do.
yeah, we'll see. A lot of mechs cord CT, but just not finished. So
Mm-hmm.
you're that's generally the way it goes. As it gets heavier, you can't really leg because a Cyclops will still shoot you with all its weapons.
Yeah.
Probably win. So we'll see. But Solaris is a very brawling map, and in
Yeah.
fact, let's go over there right now if you want to run us through it.
Oh yeah. So what we've seen with these three middle caps, I think everybody's kind of recognized that any sort of cap control in quotes is obtained, because if you're standing here to watch Theta, you can't see Epsilon, and vice versa, yada yada. So like Nate was just saying, it's going to be brawl heavy just because of that. I mean, it's hard to do any sort of control. You just got to kind of fight the enemy team in the best location. Now, the tricky part of this one, though, is like that these channels are so narrow, right? Like that Delta 4, you're fitting one, maybe two mechs looking down there. Same thing with Delta 5. If you're fighting down any of these corner intersections, the same way. So, we'll see how many teams take jump capable mechs here to try to take advantage of the top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can walk mechs up there, obviously, to get an additional angle, but if they're getting beat up and they have to drop off, then they're not getting back up there unless they can jump. And I know there's some angles like you guys brought against us where people can get up real high on these shaded buildings here,
Oh yeah.
on some of the back angles, and then shoot into the middle.
So
So
y'all went into Theta that match, right? Y'all were
yeah.
in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So well, speaking of that particular match, um, we had the idea to bring like things that would be slightly faster and MPLs and maybe like your standard Cyclops or Annihilator, just because of the shape of the map. Although Annies are great,
Mm-hmm.
they're slow obviously, so it's hard to get them where you want them. And I think I remember y'all pushing into Theta, and
Hmm.
I got my charger in this like cancer position. Like,
Yeah, I think it's I want to say it's like up here
yeah,
because
it was the other side. It was Delta 5, and y'all were in the low ground, and I got a couple good back shots into
yeah.
y'all, and y'all were just like, no.
Yeah, because these buildings here, the darkly shaded parts, those are like deceptively low. Like they're barely higher than this like ramp, so you can just jump right up there and then shoot in off the corner. So we'll see if either team takes advantage of that stuff. Again, I think the DACA and mid range and that stuff that I think Black Omen is the more familiar team with of the two is going to be more effective here because they can get up on top of these things and you know 300 meters is still not amazing, but with some vertical height and stuff, it'll be a more amenable range. And also it tightens up the angles that KDCM can push from. It's going to be tough for them to rotate armor and whatnot if they have to all funnel through one doorway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. KDCM locked, and just waiting on Black Omen to do the same.
And Bravo Charlie spawns, which the spawns don't really say anything on this map. You just
There's
pick
just
the
two
two
you
that are
avoid that
closest.
are clearly like,
Yeah.
don't go Alpha, and
Yeah, Alpha on
also
both sides.
don't
Alpha's
go
okay
Alpha.
for Team 2,
Yeah, it is, but yeah, Bravo for
that's
Team
just
2,
Bravo sucks.
because you have Gamma cap in the way, so you can't put bigs or anything in Bravo, or you'll accidentally cap almost. So it's
Yeah.
just the sides don't tell you too much of the story since it's such a mirror map.
Yeah.
You know, you really got to scout well
Oh yeah, for
more
sure.
than
I think
anything.
that's gonna be a huge part of this, especially now we're getting up in tonnage. We could definitely see, heavy Gauss, these just big DACA heavies or assaults, something with a lot of laser bomb. If you are looking the wrong direction when you come around a corner, you can just get erased. So
Oh yeah,
we'll see if that matters. I know in the matches we played and some scrims and things, the light fight could come into play here. If we see like a light 1v1 on a cap, because if you
yeah,
run into something, and you're away from your team, you don't really have the opportunity to go get help, especially with how slow things are. So we'll see if either team wants to play that game, but I expect they're just going to try to keep things tight,
hmm
focus fire, the fundamentals, all that good stuff.
we're almost locked up. Mr. Samaru has joined Black Omen.
Yeah.
Um, so it looks like we're just a couple seconds away from JGX deciding what they're going to do. Of course, they go Alpha Charlie,
Hmm.
which again doesn't tell us much.
Yeah.
But
Pretty straightforward. I think though, I guess not. I was gonna sit here and be like, oh, I think their heavy pilots are in Charlie, but yeah, because it's the closer point. It's
yeah,
not really. There's really no information gained from the lobby here. We're just gonna have to see what they take. Uh, yeah, I think another thing about this map that just makes it kind of awkward is, I think a lot of the stuff you can do. I'll wait for them to say locked. Um, like with jump jet capable mechs and some of the various angles and ranges and stuff, it needs clan weaponry, like
hmm
ATMs or those like really mobile heavies and assaults that clan has that let you not just be pinned to an entrance or two. But in this tournament, they don't have that luxury, so you got to be creative.
exactly. Now help me out here. For how many kills did they Black Omen get in the very first match?
And the first one, I believe it was two or three.
Two.
I'm trying to remember. Are you trying to mark it down?
Yeah, I just didn't do it. I'm just gonna put 3 for the time being because
Um,
it's a safe one.
I want to say that they had four mechs on the KDCM side that were left. Like, because I think it was Squeebs' one touch in the back, and then they had
You have a better
three
memory
mechs.
than me. I'll clean it up at the end.
There
I'll
we
just
go.
squeeze one off.
All right.
It'll be fine.
Let me check. I'm on the KDCM side, so I'll see what they've got. Oh boy, Cyclops to Sleepnir with UX spam, Fafnir with UX spam, and it looks like a bunch of missile assassins. Yeah, and a Cicada 2A with a bunch of MPLs. Wow,
Yeah.
that is a very slow Cicada. I don't like that one.
And we have some fast but slow mechs on the KDCM side. We have Squeebs and a
Oh, that
Fafnir.
was I was just checking.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Give us the readouts on these mechs. 3 assassins. We know what's on those SRMs. The Cicada. Uh,
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
Cyclops and a Fafnir. Now that is very interesting.
KDCM triple Wolverine, or not KDCM, what am I saying? Black Omen triple Wolverines with SRM6 Artemis. Victor with triple AC10.
Gog
Charger
is
1A1 with laser bomb and a commando. So yeah, I have you seen that cicada though? Look at how slow that thing
Gog
is.
is going to want to bug out of this.
I really don't know about this thing.
It looks like he gets away for free because he's a commando.
Yeah.
And here's the Wolverines.
Yeah, this is interesting. Black Omen has these 3 Wolverines that aren't the quickest mechs in the game, but they're reasonably fast and they can punch really hard for burst. And they've got the DPS Victor and Charger.
Yes.
That don't necessarily have amazing burst, but if they just get to stand up high in the back, they'll have a great time. Now it looks like what's this KDCM swinging around the side here,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna get scouted by Somaru.
Sumeru takes a little bit in the arm here. They see where they are. The Cyclops is. They know they're up on the hill there. Sumeru is probably
Yeah,
far back
Kate.
enough, and it
Mm-hmm.
looks like Dargor's happily trading with the assassins. Oh, he falls down. That could be disastrous.
Yeah, that's a bad place. He and Data, it's kind of an awkward position right now because the assaults are turning around the corner trying to get angles on these Wolverines, and the
And
Wolverines can't really
Sumeru's
poke
bleeding
here.
armor here, taking very poor. Well, it's not advisable to take those
Oh,
trades.
manages to
Zeus.
avoid most of the damage from that strike, but yeah, I think he needs to wait up a bit for the assaults, which are now getting into play here.
Yeah,
But
they're peeking one by one. They need to go. The assassins
yeah,
are coming beside, and this is not looking good for Black Omen right now.
well,
Um,
I think if they can pull off, they can kill these 2 assassins. They're kind of overextended. The assaults for KDCM are still trying to push around to get lines, and Black Omen's made that
well,
right play to back off. Gogil's wasting time on the other side.
Gog is Victus kills Mr.
Oh,
Sumeru.
yeah,
Dargor's too slow. The assassins aren't really getting too hurt here. They're getting
yeah. I
heat
mean, considering
capped, but um,
it
they
was a
they
4v2 and they play with
they're
it
not really
pretty
paying for it.
nicely.
Black Omen's bleeding armor.
Yeah, Ziaz was meanwhile in the fight by himself at that time, just trying to slow down their whole team. And
Gog has
yeah,
killed Stool here. Looks like the commando, the power mando, is just gonna like solo the whole team as he runs into the assaults. Kraz
yeah,
goes
looking at
down. The Fafnir is gonna
Healthiers.
probably go next. Gog is tying up 3 mechs, and over here they need to win this battle with this Charger has the potential. Oh, and he's really getting hurt here. This Charger has the potential.
Yeah, he's one-on-one with this Invictus assassin. Assassin goes down, but yeah, Dargor goes down, and it's
And
I think
Data's
just Data
left, and
now.
that's it. Yep. It's like KDCM
I know
takes
he's gonna get
this,
through that.
and with that win, they probably will end up second. I think
Yeah,
if the
I'm not sure how the tiebreakers work out,
if the my
but yeah, oh, I
math.
mean, well played. I think
It's just the
that was a
Wolverines
really
didn't fare well
awkward
against the
engagement.
Assassins.
Yeah, everything didn't fare well against the assassins. That was the problem.
What's on that
I
cicada again? Or cicada? What was
It
that?
was six MPL and an incredibly small engine. Like I honestly
It's the
wonder if this is a
slowest thing
standard
ever.
engine.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, he lived, but I really feel like even if they had used up Vulcans, why not just take the Cicada 2B with a regular engine?
yeah. And now they just
I don't know.
have to clean caps, and they have plenty of mechs
Maybe it
to
was a
do it.
joke or
Yeah.
something that I don't know about, but yeah. No, I think that engagement angle was just really awkward for what Black Omen brought. Like the Victor has that right arm AC10, so he was having to swing really wide to be able to get all of his guns to bear.
Oh
And you
yeah.
saw there that Dargor's left torso got ripped to shreds really early,
Well, that
which really screwed
finishes up.
him up.
I'll bring everybody back to the tournament page here, so you can see the breakdown of the last um, couple weeks, and that caps it.
Just
So
waiting for the points to tick.
quite possible. Yeah, it's just a waiting game for the points to tick down. But I'll throw the damage scores up as soon as we get there.
Yeah, I mean that's God, like everybody. Can we please lobby? This is the number one thing I want PGI to fix. Please make the game like cat math better.
It's
Ugh.
33 something. 33.
But yeah, I think just looking at what happened here, the position from the Wolverines was interesting, but I think it just didn't really gel with
We'll go over to
the
map
mechs
strats
that
and
they
you can
had
you
for
can
the
kind of
assaults too.
let's run the
You want
map
me to just
strat.
start drawing on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
start drawing it up here to kind of. I think basically JJX let themselves slowly get surrounded and didn't commit to one side or the other fast
Oh
enough.
yeah. It wasn't even slow.
No.
It was quick. Yeah, so just off the bat, JGX Black Omen came set up here in Echo 4, all generally in that little tube leading into Theta.
Yeah.
Um, and I think part of it is they didn't really have anything particularly fast to contest what at least the amount that KDCM had. Because KDCM had the whole 3 pack of assassins, so
Yeah.
those guys were just all kind of hanging out in Theta, having a grand old time. And they sent the Cyclops in the Fafnir up high in this Delta 4 area, along with, I guess, Cicada was somewhere around there being slow. And Black Omen jumped up to this building with their Wolverines.
Mhm.
And at that point, it was kind of awkward because the Wolverines didn't quite have enough range, I think. And let me
I think they were
draw
more
the range
designed to
up.
like dive than anything else, but there was a little bit of a
Yeah,
disconnect. We'll go over to we just finished the match, so I'll show you the damage breakdown there. Um, 3 alive, the Cicada and the 1 assassin pretty
yeah.
healthy. Squeebs was about to go down, but Go just couldn't do it all in the
Yeah,
Nando.
Summer bled a lot of damage there in the Wolverine. I'm surprised Ziaz managed to get out as much as he did, considering he was just solo in the team for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the damage wasn't too different. I mean, they had put a lot of damage into the remaining KDCM mechs. It's just KDCM had a lot of meat on those bones,
Oh yeah.
or not KDCM. Actually, no, I am thinking of KDCM. Yeah, the Fafnir and the Sleipnir. But yeah, just drawing in the map strat here. I don't know what they really could have done. I guess the best thing they could have done was really get in aggressive with those Wolverines. And I think it was just that the assaults need to swing around. They just need to bite that bullet harder and try to catch out KDCM before their assassins wrapped. And by the time they tried to make the push, the assassins had caught on and just swung right in the back, and it all just became a mess from there.
Yeah, you could see it happening from the aerial view, but just I think a little bit of confusion about where they needed to be, and then the Victor dropped down,
Hmm.
and that may have very well been it. Um,
Well, yeah, I think that certainly didn't help. But I think even if he had been up top, he would have still been like face first into the 2 assaults on the KDCM side. It was
it's
when
possible.
they had they turned around to catch those 2 assassins. If they had somehow gotten some like fantastic shots and put those 2 down and not lost a mech or 2, I think that could have been a turning point.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was just a really ugly, just mech lab ugly matchup, and just that positioning was solid from KDCM, and I don't really know what JGX's deck had to answer that mobile pack.
Mhm.
All right, so I should be swapping the sides. All right, moving on to the other side. I don't think. Obviously, KDCM no access to assassins now, so they can't play that again.
Mhm.
Um, they could bring 2 more snail cicadas if they want. Um, they took triple Vulcan already, so Vulcan's also off the table, so they can't just do a 1-to-1 swap. Um, So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with that pack if they want to recreate that movement, because they can obviously take the same Fafnir and Sleipnir again, um, but they're
I
gonna have
mean,
to rejig their lights.
oh yeah, you already switched them, didn't you? Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, just why not do the same thing? Honestly,
Yeah.
really, if I think probably on KDCM's side right now, they're probably just thrilled. Um,
Hmm.
they know how good Black Omen is, and um, that the only other match they lost was to JGX, and so
Hmm.
it's a high stakes game. KDCM also lost to JGX the same, and that actually did take one of the 270-ton drops from us,
Hmm.
down to probably one shot. Like that's how close
Yeah.
it was. So um, they're probably over there thrilled. I'm interested to see if they now it's like well, can you take the last two as well? Can you seal the deal? Or are you gonna lose your crap? Like
Yeah. Can
just
are we doing interviews after? By the way, I don't know if people have been doing interviews for this.
oh, we can. I mean, you can request interviews certainly if you
Yeah.
like.
No, just you know, I leave that to the teams. Like I think
Yeah,
having been on a team, it's nice to have them because then you could be like, all right, guys, look, we weren't crazy. Here's what we are trying to do. you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure KDCM's happy with the result, even just so far. So maybe we'll see them try something ballsy now that they know they've seen the deal.
right.
But I think it's they've set their decks in advance. They didn't plan to say we're gonna win the first three and then not care about the last two. So I think just seeing what they brought there, like we said, they're probably gonna take more of the same. I don't think they've used all their Phoenix Hawks, right? I haven't been keeping tough track.
KDCM had two at least, and one of them. No, no. Black Omen
Yeah,
used
yeah.
two of them in drop two. I didn't really catch the other.
KCM brought the Vulcan Crab deck, and then they brought the Wolfhound Bushwhacker. So yeah, they do have all their Phoenix Hawks on the table. I would not be surprised to see them take those here.
That's a good point. We are
And
almost
then
locked up for the last match, by the way. We're just
yeah, just
counting
letting
down the timers
KDCM
here.
pick what they want to do. They got to decide which spawns they want. Do they want to spawn close to the middle or really far away?
Yeah, just go on alpha just for a little leisurely stroll.
Although, what's Team 1 Alpha Bravo from Black Omen is that's kind of bizarre actually, because that is the far spawn for Team 1, the far left.
Maybe it's a range strat.
I, maybe I'm interested to see what their plan is, because that's very spread out. I mean, even if they were going to coordinate some movement over the middle, you'd think Charlie spawn and run down. Maybe that's
Hmm.
their mind game. They're like, it doesn't take that much longer to run from Alpha, but it you know throw off KDCM. But they might try to make some like smoke and mirrors Kappa play. I don't know. This is interesting, because I think that's their lights over there. All right, just waiting for KACM to stay locked.
And we are.
In their Alpha. Okay, well, I'll launch this, but that's another weird one. They've opted for Alpha Charlie with a heavy Alpha spawn from Team 2. And
Hmm.
Alpha from Team 2 is the Var Epsilon side. And I think those Charlie spawns are there. No, because, yeah, Stools played some lights for them, but also
Hmm.
some heavies. I don't know what to make of that. That's weird from both teams. Are we going to see Lerms?
Not on Solaris. I'm going to the game now.
Not unless it's that
I
the
mean, I don't
TOC
know.
single outside point cap. That was crazy. All right, I'll you gonna take the KDCM side and I'll take the Black Omen side from X.
Sure.
Just gotta wait for them to fly in, obviously. Wait, wrong side of the map.
I always like not to move it
All
first, just in case.
right. I can take risks on the Coquester.
Yeah.
All right, so on the Black Omen side, they now have the triple assassins with lasers, or not lasers, SRMs. Victor with the AC-10s again. I think that's the same charger. And shout out to the Ilya Muromets triple AC-10.
Yeah, I think they're
Nice.
ready to return the favor here. And KDCM, okay.
Yeah, you're seeing this too, right? This is
Yeah,
interesting.
okay. It looks like they're going to play for Kappa and Epsi in a split. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to try to win on caps. I think that's got to be the plan here.
And it looks like JGX has sort of called out this movement.
Maybe.
I'm wondering if they guessed based on the pilot names, because Kraz is going very out wide towards Kappa.
I'm going to tell you right now,
they've seen flashing.
They're playing for a cap game because those fire starters are very fast and they're filled with small pulse. We saw the same deck earlier in the tournament, actually.
Yeah.
On HPG Manifold, was it?
Wow, are these all? I think these are standard engines mechs. They've got to be, because all these mechs are somewhat lightly loaded for KDCM and not running particularly fast.
Yeah, they're going to have Grasshopper Overwatch of Epsi. They made sure they were in position first. They're going to take Epsi and then have the outer caps. And meanwhile, JGX is left to diagnose where they are.
And it looks like...
I mean, Black Omen.
Are they... Yeah, so...
We're finally getting Theta.
KCM's Fire Stars are hopping up on this Echo 3 building and gives an overwatch to the D4, E4 area on Kappa, but yeah, at this point they need to be noticing, hey, our guys are getting pushed.
Data is eating lasers here from this firing line. I'm going to go give you... Oh, that's a great strike, and it misses everybody.
Yeah. Man, the RNG fest.
Yeah, you can
Data's
see...
back is opened up pretty hard now.
They have full cap. Here we have a light battle going on.
Ooh.
Get over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Okay. Yeah, the fire starters, if they go down, the KDCM loses. And
even Stool's right leg is one click. These assassins are really trying to get that pick.
They have to.
And I think they're going to get it here.
Oh, he misses. Oh. Go misses. And he gets it. He's legged. He's done. Go after the other fire starter.
Oh, yeah. No, this is a... Like, these assassins are perfect here to deal with this, with the flamers and SRMs.
Yeah, Psyche is... The one fire starter's done. Yeah, Stool's down. That was the other one.
And yeah, Psyche's been tangling with Zios over here.
It says he was stuck. Squeebs might be stuck.
Oh, he is stuck. I know that spot. Yeah, we got a guy stuck there in a scrim.
I don't think it will matter for the outcome of this match already, though.
Yeah, at this point, it's lost on caps.
The fire starters lose, and now they know exactly where they are. The smart play is to go back to get Kappa. Black Omen doesn't have to push.
They're sending Kraz out there, and
yeah, they're definitely not going to be pushing. At this point, KDCM wants to now have to move in as soon as they see Kappa start falling. And Kappa's going to take a while. There's another strike that misses everybody right in the middle of them. But I think those fire starters, I think KDCM really had a great counter strat here. As we see everybody just kind of positioning. KDCM is deciding to go. Oh, they can't move. Squeebies is stuck, and Victus is trying to go hit him out of being stuck. Jump on his head. It's done.
He tried jumping on his head.
Oh.
I don't know what else he could do. Drop a strike.
This is so sad.
Yeah,
right.
we
Unstuck. Now Invictus is... Don't get stuck again, Squeak. Stop jumping there.
Squeaks, get out.
Squeaks,
run.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Alright,
Meanwhile,
there we go.
Exactly as predicted, Black Omen doesn't have to push.
There.
They're not. They're just holding.
Yep.
They've
got a good spread right now. I think they're actually bleeding a little too much damage here.
They don't. Yeah. Like Boss doesn't need to be trading here, and he's well, he's getting free damage. But
yeah, I think KDCM, had they not had Squeeb stuck, might have been able to do something here because they could have pushed up and maybe cleaned up Boss. Well,
they could have pushed earlier. Zeos is going to come in behind them.
Yeah.
In a minute, and so is Gog. Oh, Gog took a lot of probably leg damage there,
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine. Oh, Zeus, your serms are not far, can't reach over there. They're gonna rotate. We know they're rotating that
Yep.
way. KDCM is now in like a kill box. This is the
And
not place you want to be.
well, it's okay for them right now. I think they don't have anything that can hit them. It's more
Oh,
just they don't have lines,
no,
and
just
now
wait.
Epsilon's
Look,
gonna
look,
flip.
Kraz is just taking a cancer position against them, and by cancer I mean they literally can't push any direction without getting.
Oof, yeah.
See what I
Giggity
mean?
poking out and getting hit by Dargor.
Yeah, Kraz is gonna come in and get Evictus's back.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they were
Zeus can
okay,
just run
but
away. Meanwhile,
they need to kind of regroup here
oh, he's gonna
for
leg him. He's gonna
KDCM.
return the favor and leg Invictus.
Which, yeah, those Flamers doing work in the Assassins. Those Laser Bomb Grasshoppers
Oh.
can't do a whole lot to
Gogil goes
get
down.
rid of that.
Victus goes
Oof.
down. Squeebs is next. Giggity goo. Followed by Dreadnought shortly, and that's it.
Dreadnought getting wrapped up, yeah. So, I mean, that's the risk with the cap strat, right? On this map, you're so far away that you have no way to help your other squad, and,
Yeah.
you know, I think it was a good feint by Black Omen to start heading that way, and then send all their assassins to go catch those fire starters coming back.
I don't know how fast
I mean,
those fire starters are, but
I'm honestly.
they did. They really got caught by the assassins, and that was a little bit odd.
They're about 136, 140 from what I saw in the cockpits, and the assassins I know are actually kind of slow on the JGX side. They're only running a little over 100. Like Ziaz is 103. Let's see if Kraz is 110.
These are all.
Gogil is dead, so I can't check. But
this whole week, if you're really running like true meta, you're gonna just be MPL, LPL, kind of pushing. Let's be a mix on cap here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so. I don't know where the tonnage is going. Like, where these guys have such slow assassins? Do they take LFEs maybe for survivability?
The map strat real quick, and
But yeah, I mean, you see great damage spread from the Black Omen side. Meanwhile, in KDCM, really only Dreadnought and Giggity able to get some good shots in. Of course, Squeebs being stuck for most of the game.
Good draw on the map for us a little bit, especially that Squeeb stuck spot. Now, last week or 2 weeks ago, he actually got disconnected twice in the 350 drop, back to back.
All right, tabbing out. If the game lets me out. All right, yeah. So wipe this off from before. We saw this interesting, split cap move from KDCM coming up to these two caps. They had Epsilon, they had Kappa. They put their fire stars up in this E3 building, which you can see towards Delta 4 and towards Kappa. And then they set their heavies, all over the place around Epsilon. Just X's everywhere.
Epsi, yeah.
And then, JGX, Black Omen came in, like we were wondering, sent all this stuff from Alpha kind of grouped up here. I think more or less just came into the center, grabbed this, said, oh, their mechs are split up, started coming out this way. And I don't know if they saw the assassins or if they just said, once we do this move, they're going to see us and send them. But, or sorry, not saw the assassins, saw the fire starters. But yeah, sure enough, the fire starters coming, it's more like that line, coming straight back down to try to help the team. And the assassins from Black Omen just went whop
intercepted
and
them and
iced them right there.
Them. I really was a little confused. If you could do that with like double flee and do it faster, and then you'd have more tonnage for your bigs as well. I don't really see the benefit of the fire starters, other than I know that they ran that exact same strat against GNX, and GNX came in on HPG, or no, it was a Grim Plexus actually, I think.
Oh yeah,
Grim Plexus. They came around and really demolished the KDCM bigs, but they lost on caps because the fire starters went around and legged the only commando, and their bigs were just like, this map is too big.
We took something like that too. I think when we played GNX on that map, we had a couple heavy Gauss mechs just camp on a cap and then ran a light pack on the rest of the map, which is honestly, it's like one of the valid strategies on Grim. That mech's really bizarre in 3-cap format.
Yeah, now we go back over to the damage scores here, and we have a really even damage spread from Black Omen. Dargor getting the most, Kraz winning the prize for team damage. I think that was only because someone jumped right in front of him as he was releasing a volley of Serms, and I think one of them caught. Such is the brawl. Brawl possibility. Squeeb's still getting 198 damage despite being stuck in that building for quite a while. And really, you don't see much damage from the Firestarters and Invictus all below 100 damage. Squeeb's just over the 100 damage. You're not going to win with that kind of damage. It's very pinpoint damage. We see a couple, like 4 components destroyed, so, but it was just a little too late to do anything once those Firestarters went down too early. So.
Yeah, I know the Firestarters have jump jets to get up on that building, in whatever it is, Echo 3 or something that overlooks the cap. But when they have SPLs, what can they really do from up there? So yeah, I maybe the fleas would have helped. I mean, really, it was just that the Firestars got caught, and you're always going to play that sort of risky game.
And in these matches, well, really the whole tournament, we all know ISC is very brawly. MPLs are the meta. It's a brawl tournament. You know that. It's just what it is. And so KDCM, this is their kind of tournament. IS mix, brawl style. You saw them take range there. Didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I think
kudos for branching out and trying new stuff though. I think they know in order to move to that next level consistently, they need to be able to do something besides brawl some of the time. So that's what they've been branching in and doing. At least one or two drops every week.
Every week, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it locked for Black Omen? Yeah, it's also the maps this week too, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
Frozen City on a light drop,
it's
what
already
are you
brawly.
Gonna do? Even Black Omen was just we're gonna brawl. And then Solaris, like you said, I mean, we saw a little bit of mid range out of both teams, but yeah, not too much. Canyon, if we want to see actual range, I think we'll see it here. And we have been seeing this week, long range mechs being very effective on this map.
Let's draw markers on Canyon a little bit here. A lot of ways you could play it. The spine on Delta 5 being the big power position. A lot of teams push around EPSI one way or the other. A lot of teams push over the top of Theta.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of play on the whole left side of the map, the 3 line and the 2 line, because it's just so condensed over there. You end up getting into kind of a firing pole, although we did see that in the TOCs, with Kappa being the point of control contention, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then it's just drawn some X's of some of the typical power positions.
I mean, we see this all the time. We can go ahead and launch it actually. So go. Yeah. Send it. I'm excited to see what each team brought here.
I'll get it going. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was 2 grasshoppers used up for KDCM.
Yep.
The last drop, and they've gone heavy Charlie. I think if they were going to do range in this map, you'd want grasshoppers. I mean, they're just so effective.
Well, they're out of grasshoppers.
But, they don't have that luxury because they took a couple. I guess they have one more, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen Annihilators yet. We're probably going to see at least.
Oh, for sure. If Black Omen doesn't take an Annihilator, I'd be amazed. Some flavor of it, at least. Alright, and I'm on the red side already. Double Commando. Ooh. And triple Annihilator with an awesome. Now, that is an awesome 8R. That holds a lot of missiles. Do these Commandos have Narc? No, Flamer SRM4. Flamer SRM4. It's not that memey. But I do think that 8R is a bunch of Lerm 15s, and these Annies are all AC5,
that's a
AC10,
yeah,
AC2.
DACA,
weird spread.
DACA Annies and a Lermer with.
Wow.
That's a big old min-max with 2 Commandos. That is a tough deck.
I'm surprised that Black Omen decided to go with no Annies. They've gone with 2 Maulers.
Well, they get.
I think it's the tonnage because now they got 4 DACA assaults, which is really potent.
From a deck standpoint, KDCM has a stronger setup, although the Annies are slower, and we'll see how much that plays into it here with the control. Once
Well, I think
Black Omen
I was gonna say,
diagnoses what's going on, now they know they have Lerms. They've given that away.
yeah. But I mean, part of the problem here is only one of these guys on the KDCM side is AC2, so they're going to get out-traded pretty hard by these two Maulers when they close. That said, the Maulers are really squishy,
Yeah, and
so...
here we go. Here's the round. Of course, we have the Lerms. Kraz and the Zeus are going to come in right away and kill that Awesome. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, Invictus needs to keep running forward. Don't slow down, buddy. You're going to get killed.
Oh, no, he's done.
He needs to keep going.
He's done. Kraz is going to come in and
Oh, Crash should be just swinging. Okay, Giggity's got his back covered.
No,
That's
they have to protect from the Annie.
Yeah.
And now they're turned. Okay. The Vulcans have now turned to about 180 tons. And now KDCM is at a kill box. Although over here we have the Commandos and the Maulers.
Invictus did let his right torso get down to 1 click, so he's very weak. Dargor, meanwhile, is halved, almost done over there with Kieran all over him.
Down. Dad is going to go down next with those Commandos. It's too much. Two Vulcans can't fight all their bigs, who are now turned towards them.
Although Jay and one of the Commandos is very nearly dead.
Dad is...
Manages to finish off Data, but Boss is probably going to pick him.
I don't know. Those Commandos are notoriously hard
close
to heal. Kieran needs to get in the battle here.
Yeah. It's going to come down to what
Boss is dead. The Lerms are going to eat him. Too much armor.
Jay is still alive. Lerms might actually TK him if he's not careful.
Jay is down. Stool should be next.
So meanwhile, the other trio is just relocated. They said, Boss is a lost cause.
Kieran had a good Overwatch. I guess he went over to finish Giggity here.
Yeah, this is still very close.
Oh,
Giggity is about to get halved.
Dreadnought is just, I think, Dreadnought is too fresh. They're still bleeding armor. Squeebs is going in alone. This is a big mistake here.
Well, I honestly, I don't know that they need to be making this movement. Like, both of these landbound assaults can't do anything to defend the caps. So if Ziaz and Kraz want to pull off, they can just beat out the Commando for the caps. And they have caps right now.
I don't know if the Awesome
is really play smart here.
I don't know if the Awesome still has Lerms or what.
I'm swapping over. He does have a little bit, but only 2 Lerm 15s. He's halved in open CT.
Kraz is bound and determined.
Yeah, they're playing this like they really want to finish this fight here. I don't think they necessarily need to. Kraz has 1 click left torso, so 1 Lerm volley in the wrong place, he's done. And he's still playing games with Dreadnought.
Oh, he's not gonna. Well, they have a big advantage here. As in, Squeebs just takes a volley there to the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, drop that UAV, buddy.
Tell us what is. Oh, that UAV could come in big here.
Yeah, Kraz has 1 touch left torso, 1 bad missile, and he's risking it.
He's done.
Oh, he's getting really lucky.
No, he's shielding. He knows what to do here. Zeus.
Yeah, well, his left arm took more damage than his left torso.
Yeah, he's shielding. He knows what to do. Looks like they wanted to get rid of the Lermer so they didn't have random overreach in weird places. And
Zeus right
is still trying. Zeus has free Lerm protection from this bridge. But the Commando... Oh.
Is he going to stay under the bridge, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, if Squeebs can get this kill, that's potentially game stealing.
That was his arm. That was his flamer arm.
Oh.
Done.
Oh,
Zeus clutches it. That's huge. Now they can just go cap. They've already begun to cap.
I think Dreadnought needs to be coming up on this ridge.
No, JGX wins on...
To be doing that.
I mean, Black Omen wins on caps at this point because that Annie can't do anything. It's too slow. The Awesome is...
Yeah, they've got Kieran, I think, just running off to that Alpha 4 corner of the map.
Yeah, just to stay alive. He's their insurance policy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
No, that was very close. That Squeebs just needed to slightly aim better. He would have killed
Ziaz. Still trying to kill the Awesome. I'm sorry, it's a little funny because he pops that corner and he's like, Lerms in the face. Ziaz has decided that 28% of his mech is enough to walk home with, and we'll just wait 4 minutes.
Okay. So Kieran he's not going all the way to the corner. He's taking a defensive position here.
The Annie can make it to Theta. The Annie can make it to Theta, But I believe
And
with
then
the
I
tickets
guess
being, but they see KDCM doesn't
uh,
have EPSI. They didn't ever bother capping EPSI when they turned this corner, and that's going to be huge because now
yeah.
half the map has cycled
Oh, is that a kill?
match.
Oh my
Nope.
gosh. Wow, Zia's just
Oh,
there we go. I was gonna say he was lucking out to not die in that first volley. But yeah, I don't think they have the tickets. I think yeah, JGX Black Omen, they've sealed this. Even if Invictus takes Epsilon and Dreadnought manages to hold Theta, the one cap is gonna be plenty of ticking.
it was it? There's 35 a minute, I believe. So that if they get both, and Dreadnought is trying, but Kieran's not going to let him just sit on that cap either.
Oh, probably not. He's got the right arm and left torso AC10s left, so if he does get halved, he's still okay.
And
And
Dreadnought
he can still
running into
side
a
peek with
rock because
that.
he can't turn because he's got to make sure he doesn't. Hey, what's hurt on Dreadnought here?
Not really much. I mean, left torso a bit,
Oh,
but
smacked twice.
yeah.
Oh, there comes more Lerms. That's
Yeah,
why they were trying to kill the Lerm boat
I'm
because that
impressed
is
by the a lot of radar depth. Like I think Kieran just immediately went off there. I don't really see radar up in the Victors much. Yeah, they got a blip
and
of Kraz there.
300. Let's see, 180 tickets. He still doesn't have Theta. He's still
Yeah, high
denying it.
DPS. Honestly, don't know if he even has enough shots in this later. He's got just enough.
Yeah,
Invictus keep running sideways. I think at this point, Invictus could go to Sig.
well, Kraz is gonna sneak back and take Epsi. Like he's gonna go around the whole
Mm-hmm.
map here. He's gonna sneak around. They know where the Lerm boat is. He's
And
gonna.
slow, kind of slow Vulcan from him too. I'm missing up some sort of meta thought process from these guys. I guess it's LFE maybe.
Well, it's I'll be honest. Like we've not taken meta the whole map. Like we look at a match. Kieran could pay for this right here. Oh, look at this. Look, two ships passing in the night.
Oh, is Invictus? Wait a minute.
Invictus
Oh
ran
man,
by, and now they're gonna get Epsi and completely just seal a deal. I mean,
yeah,
there's no way.
he's just not looking down the line.
There's Kraz, and then Kieran is making sure nothing's down this lane, basically. And so
Yeah.
they're gonna walk those slow mechs to the other side of the map just to see Epsi tick out of their control.
Yeah, no, I think at this point Invictus needs to be
But
turned around,
kudos,
sprinting back.
I'm gonna call this. I mean, I already called the match, but kudos to KDCM for pulling the first three matches. I believe the Solaris deck just a hard counter strategy wise, but really just those Flamers didn't do enough to the Assassins because Assassins aren't terribly hot mechs.
Oh, they didn't even bring flamers on the Firestars. That was maybe part of the problem. They had all SPLs. The Assassins had flamers, and that really screwed up the Firestarters.
No, the Wolverines had.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw a
yeah,
couple
that
Flamers
part you
shooting
mean?
off
Yeah.
here and there.
Sorry, you're correct on that one.
So the 3-2 win, KDCM's favor. Um,
Yeah,
and
I mean
there's Epsi.
all the drops were pretty close. Honestly, I think that the quote like least close one was that first Solaris, and even that wasn't like a
Oh no, yeah,
complete
we were
stomp.
cycling through the mechs and everything was just CT'd, one
Yeah,
touch. Just I tell you, there's not much you can do about when I was still with CSPS boys. We would take matches from opponents we thought were
hmm
higher div than us or slash more experience or better or whatever you want to say. Um, and we would do it by legging and it's
yeah.
we're gonna watch every second of this match tick down.
Yeah.
and there's legitimacy for it. I mean, it's a valid strat, and I can tell you I absolutely can't stand it now, but it's what it is. Well, I think they're just gonna go for
Well,
a kill here. No, that's it. Okay.
I'm trying to even think what I would even ask him if we would ask for an interview. Let's see how the damages were first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go over
I'm
to the damages and
Kieran with 800. I guess like I'm mildly surprised, but I guess he was able to just sit there and sort of tee off and stuff.
yeah.
And Victus 750 in the awesome, which is not bad considering he spent a lot of that game halved. Yeah, Dreadnought putting in the most damage as the last surviving Annihilator, and good job by the Vulcans on GGX. I mean, pretty much just
Yeah, the
confirms what we saw.
Vulcans. We'll go over to the official scoreboard here. The Vulcans carried the weight of that battle. Just
Oh, for sure.
aggressively. Look at 820 damage. Um, and you don't really. I mean, 500 damage for both Vulcans is just a lot. You know, the
Hmm.
Maulers ate two commandos in their face. So, but the Vulcans turned all the assaults just about. And while I wanted them to drop it down and just rear CT, the Mauler, smart of them not to do that
Yeah.
because of the other mechs there. So that's all. Well, I'm good. Do you want to invite some boys over for interviews? We can do that, and if not, we can
Oh,
say
well, goodbye.
thanks for watching.
We'll let KCM can send Jay. Goodbye, Chris.
Nah, Jay's just Data would be the one to invite. Data is the team lead for
Oh,
Black Omen.
okay, yeah. Krez or Data, I'll take anybody. Send me freaking Somaru. Anybody?
All right, Jay's gonna hop in. We'll see if.
Do we want to? Here, do you want to message Data and
Yeah, I'll
ask
message
him
him. We'll see.
if they want to send a rep? Shy Dragon J, he's here. Quick as lightning.
All right. Hey, Jay.
Oh
Oh,
no, here, hold on.
nope, not yet.
Wait, can I drag? There we go. I can. Now you
Alright,
can say it.
I guess I'm representing both teams tonight.
Yeah. Tell us what JGX were thinking. Or Black
Uh,
Omen.
God Squad, I thought we were EMP.
You are
Yeah. Sorry, what
not
was the
EMP,
EMP
sir.
thinking?
I don't know. They ran SRM Wolverines. Like, come on. They had it coming.
Come on. There were clearly flamers on those. What? Hey.
Yeah, but that's terrible. The whole thing is terrible. I don't want to do a really racist Italian accent either.
I
So
hear I can bring in Data.
There you go. Yeah,
perfect.
Boom. There we
Hey,
go.
Data.
What's up, dude? Good to see
Hey
you.
guys,
Hey.
GG's. Nice
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Fun
GG's.
stuff. Is Data the Italian one?
Yep.
Incredible.
Why?
Well, there's
I don't know.
I just said the Italian squad in the little ticker because I couldn't think of anything else clever to put there. But for KDCM, I said the place where Jay dies first. So that was a very accurate
No,
accurate
I would have
statement.
done the first two.
But hey, GG's. I've got just really like two main questions for guys. So I could kind of see what y'all's plan was on the Solaris drop data. What happened there? I did see the Victor fall down. I'm wondering if that played a part in stalling a push or something.
I haven't rewatched the matches. I think that though during the main engagement, the victor was up. I haven't rewatched the games though. What I think happened is that there was a problem of miscommunication on what the Flamer Max had to do, because the idea was to send like a commando with flamers or a Wolverine with flamers
Yeah.
on the Fafnir and on the Zlepnir, and while that happened, we were supposed to attack them with the other two
Yeah.
assaults. The problem is that when it was called, "Hey, there is an assassin in the back," I think that everyone turned.
Yes. Yeah. That is a
And when
very
the
accurate.
Flamer, this is my perception. I mean, I haven't rewatched the games, but it is
No,
what I
you're
think
100%
happened.
right. That's exactly
And
what happened.
the problem is, in my opinion, that the Flamer mechs arrived too late on the assaults. So basically, when on the other side there is Daka boat, Fafnir Daka boat, and then Zlepnir Daka boat, and you have a Victor with 3 AC-10s and a laser vomit, if you go face to face with that at 300 meters, you lose.
Oh
So
yeah.
you either have a flamer mech flaming those ones, or you lost.
Yeah.
in the moment in which we were there, the flamer mech was not flaming them, so we
Yes.
had to retreat, chase the assassins, and then the Dakabos just went in and farmed everything. I think this is how it went.
Well, you haven't rewatched it, but that was actually like exactly
That's the play-by-play.
play by play, like exactly what
Yeah.
happened. Although I will say, Go went in with the commando, like 1v4ing at one point, like a little, like, wait, it's just like no. But yeah, that is what happened. Y'all lost a
It's a
little bit
problem
of armor early.
timing. I'd say it's a problem of timing and overall synergy. And I'd say that since we are using this with this team to try to test new people, new stuff, new everything.
Yeah.
Of course, it's at some point it's gonna come to a problem of putting things together because it's composed of people that don't play a lot together. So having
Mhm.
problems of focus, miscommunication stuff, it's expected.
And
Yeah.
speaking of that,
We had the same experience.
going back to KDCM, guys that are playing together, getting a lot of synergy. Y'all did a great job of like hammer anviling that thing, where
Yeah.
you
it
were
was-
patient. You were patient. A lot of people say NSR or KDCM calls NSR, but you were patient on that corner. You waited for them to commit to a push and sent the assassins in at just the right time and caused the right amount of confusion. And
It was good.
it was good. Yeah, it was really obviously swung y'all's favor. The other Solaris match, you're gonna have to make a meme out of Squeaks a little bit now.
Out of all of them,
Having,
they're all
having discoed on
small pulse fire
accidentally.
starters.
That was an excellent, honestly, best play of the game. Invictus liberating Squeebs from that corner.
And then he jumped
Of the
and
entire
almost got
series.
himself stuck again. We were berating him on the stream here, but
If you heard our comms in the first game when the Wolverine was on top of whoever said it was on top of, I was trying to call a push in that moment, and I literally could not hear anything at all. And in that, I didn't notice that there was a commando flaming me
Oh.
because it was just so loud. And what Data said, the scary thing about it is after the game, it looks nice. It's like a 6-2 win, looks really nice. But the second that the flamethrower got on the Cyclops, as good as the 5 and dime is, I literally couldn't shoot. I had the Charger and the Victor were just ripping me up, and I was there defenseless. I could shoot one Ultra 5 like once a minute. And so it's I think what he said, if the Flamer Mechs got on earlier, that would have been really bad.
And I've got a question about one other question. I would say before I ask it though, in watching the first couple matches, and you'll see this, go back, you had like a 6-2, a 6-3, I think. But we went and cycled through the remaining mechs, and it was like one shot CT, one shot CT.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
one
literally
shot
what we
CT.
said.
Like,
We had a whole sit down like before we got in the games, and it was like, if you're hurt, no matter how nice that shot looks, even if it's a killing shot on an enemy, whatever it is, if you're one touch, get out. Like if you're the second you're cored, cycle out. Wait for everyone else to be cored, then get back in when it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
It's just those first two drops we played. I don't even want to know how many times. I think we scrimmed like 5 different teams this week in preparation for this.
you went hard at it, and it showed there in those first two. Interesting choice with the Bushwhackers, but that turned out to be just as good of an engagement as the first one, with again a lot of like, just open CT almost. The question I had was on the Canyon drop. I'm looking at the decks and I'm going, y'all had a quite good counter deck to what Omen was taking. I thought pushing that corner on the AC2, you sent the commandos in to take care of the maulers. Were you?
I could throw up hearing you speak about this, by the way, because that Lerm Awesome was not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a PPC Awesome. And
I was sitting there like...
It was literally in like the 11th hour. I'm having a great day. I just got home from work. I took like a long nap. I'm like, I'm going to come to this game nice and fresh. And I get on Discord. We're in like the hour before the game, just setting things up. And, our wonderful pilots here in KDCM just say, hey, Jay, we have a great idea. We're going to run a Lerm Awesome on the Canyon drop. And I I felt sick. I was like, are we really going to do this? Is this really what you guys want? We have Invictus, who's an excellent shot, and we're going to put him in a freaking learn boat. And the worst part is that because he got top damage that game, I'm going to go
They're
back
gonna
to
wanna do it more.
KDCM, and they're going to talk about how the problem wasn't the Lerms. It was, the Commandos should have had Narc or Spotted. And it's like, it's sickening. Because I think that, the hardest part of that game was the MPL skirmishers were ripping apart our assault. Like, Steel
yeah.
Softener completely
Uh,
nerfed, big nerfed. Like,
Kraz and Zeos and Kieran.
ripped it
Well,
up.
actually,
Absolutely.
the Maulers couldn't really do much. I mean, once the Commandos went in and they were on that outside with the Awesome on them and getting flamed and with those high mounts, they just stayed alive as long as they could, pumping out damage. But like the MPLs just y'all were in that valley and they were just jumping up happily farming as much as they could.
Absolutely.
Was the plan for the Annihilators to specifically have each one of those 3 builds, or was it just like somebody take an Annihilator with ballistics?
We wanted every variety possible. We're like, if they take AC2s, this one will shine. If they take this one. If they poke, this one. And, it's looking at the score, it was working well. I seriously, no matter how much damage he did, having that Awesome not being able to secure kills. I mean, you guys saw Krasnopesky. Literally, he had to take 300 worms and live. If that was a heavy PPC or ER PPC Awesome, he'd have died, and that could have been the difference in the game. It's just, I hate LRMs. I don't. I shouldn't have played the drop just so my name isn't on it.
He was running away, and he shielded just right with his arm, and just got away with it completely.
He was playing catch with them. He was catching them.
Zeus
I
was
think
28%.
if that Awesome didn't have LRMs, it would have been worse for your team. Like that Awesome.
Maybe the Vulcan
completely. That Awesome deleted me like straight away.
What mech were you?
Yeah.
Oh, the Maulers.
The Maulers were eating a ton of damage from Invictus. I think that's where like half the damage.
Dude, I'll sit here and fight against that all day.
It just had to do with the positioning and how much it just happened to hard counter. Because when the Maulers were way out there on that flank, they don't have any learn protection, and so it's also hard to shoot.
Didn't even need an arc at that point.
Yeah, the Commandos went in.
I'm
they
so
were
mad
they were
that you guys
spotting.
like the Awesome. I hate
just
you
like,
guys all.
Yeah. So good matches all around, and thanks for coming in for interviews, guys.
Yeah, I just want to say, there was a lot of calling out to JGX for the past few years. Oh, make a second team, do it. And they stepped up to the plate and put the second team together. And it wasn't all tag JGX pilots, but they did it. So to everyone that was like, oh, they're just going to sit there with their 24-man bench of elite comp players. And dude, they made the second team. They came in and they fucking rocked most of the
And I think a lot of teams did this too. You really talk about how ISC is a good training tournament because it's the first in the year and it prepares you. And so a lot of teams send in guys that haven't played much, give them playing time, see how they do.
Seeing Zyos was awesome. We see him in faction all the time. Seeing like him and Samaru in comp on a team like that, it's just awesome to see on top of everything.
Yeah, so good matches, guys. Good sportsmanship. See you next tournament.
Yep, see you guys soon.
That'll be
Bye. Bye.
And Byte, thanks for co-casting and running the lobby. That was a huge help. And thanks for everybody putting up with my little button issue there. The first match.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it. I mean, it was a blast to cast. Those matches were pretty back and forth, honestly. Just never was really obviously in one team's favor until it came down to the last 15 seconds. We're like, oh, this team wins.
Yeah. Yeah, and so there you have, a team that trained real hard all week, coming in and pulling out a win. And if people keep getting in it that way, then the comp scene is going to be really fun for a long time. So
yeah,
well,
it's going to be an exciting set of teams for the next few tourneys.
Yep.
Good games, everybody.